In five, four, three, two, one. Back like we never left with another episode of the Dosyonkos podcast. It's your boy and your co-captain SV Samuel S. Vinsmoke. Here with my man Dion the Young Chopper. Dion was cracking.
Yo, man, long ass weeks, chilling, watching
Fact.
all the anime.
It's a fact.
But I'm good. I'm tired. I've been up, me hustling at that 5 a.m. workouts.
Crazy.
Man's is sleepy.
This man is losing his noggin.
Nah.
This man lost his noggin, bro.
Man's just trying to be strong.
Bro, it'd be like that. This man out here on the early morning Asta training, bro. It's a big fact.
Facts.
It's a big fact.
Push-up challenge and everything.
Yeah, like it's the straight up Asta vibe. But you already know your boys are back with the vibes. Another episode of this shit. We're out here, regular Johns. We got the young recap. Dion will be chatting about Food Wars. He's gotten in season 3. My favorite season, so it's gonna get spicy. And then talk about, regular ass One Piece shit. Then I'm gonna be chatting about Bleach, because I've been watching that shit. And Bleach is also hella spicy. So yeah, and then we're gonna go into the main meat, talking about power scaling, everything about power scaling. Who got the best? What shows do it the best? How we feel about it? Everything involved in that shit. So that's on the docket for today.
And just today. Yeah, I got deep. I'm like what 9 episodes? I'm on episode 9 of season 3. Yeah. Yo, I was feeling it, bro.
All right, yeah. So you start off. I want to hear what you're on about Food Wars, bro.
Yo, so Food Wars for real, for real, has been one of the best animes I've ever watched. Like
niggas be snoozing on it, bro. And like it's only because they handled the first 3 episodes so bad.
Yeah.
I feel like if you read the manga, you don't feel the same way, in the first episode, especially the pilot. The pilot's the worst one.
The pilot's terrible.
The pilot's the worst one. The pilot is the fucking worst one, bro.
It doesn't even showcase.
Actually, the pilot and maybe the second episode with when he gives Megumi the peanut butter
yes,
squid. That's pretty bad also.
Yeah.
The first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
But they handle it so poorly. But once you get over that little hill, bro, it's the promised land.
I felt like they didn't even give Soma his character the right feel either. Like it doesn't even seem like that's his character. Like even the making.
Like get his character in the first episode.
I don't. I feel like you make the bad food, but he's not as like villainous when he does it in future episodes. They've even toned that down. They're like, eat this nasty food. And he's just like, you want to try something tasty?
Yeah.
And it's more comedic. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So even that's different.
In the beginning, they definitely do phrase it as he just wants you to taste this horrible thing, whereas later on, it's not more of him just being an asshole. It's kind of him just trying to be funny.
Yeah, it's
in the beginning, it's literally him being an asshole.
Right? Yeah.
I don't mind that. I don't really mind that.
I don't know.
Even either way.
I guess.
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't really care either way.
I like where it is, yo. Once he's been crushing it, and the whole Shokugeki, him winning back everybody's tools. So
that was season 2, right?
That was season 2. Yeah, he was battling in the
spicy part, bro.
What was it? The autumn elections.
Yeah.
Ooh, yo.
That shit is spicy.
And then he made 3 friends. That's honestly, that is what's killing me. Is how great natured the show is. There's 3 people who have kind of I guess Soma's really not as bad as the other 2. It's funny how Soma, you know how most main characters, they're the traumatized, emotional based human.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Soma's his dad's always been there, chilling. That's cool. He helps him whenever he needs help. Yeah, he makes fun of him, but he's been a good dad. Taught him all this cool shit. The other 2 characters, I forget their names. The one dude, Nakari's was an assistant. The guy from
Ryo Kurokiba.
Is Ryo the dude from the foreign Scandinavia?
Yeah, the Scandinavia, the Fish Town or whatever.
The Fish Town, yeah. And who's the spice guy again too? I forgot his name. Even though I should know.
Hayama.
Yeah, so Hayama.
Akira.
I should know that, but like Hayama.
Hayama's spicy. No pun intended.
No
Spicy.
pun. So this, but isn't it funny how these two dudes, Rio and Hayama, they're just like really sad. Grew up in a fish town where it's like the only way you get respect and like not beat up, and he couldn't live anywhere, so he had to be the best cook. And the other guy was homeless, getting like beat up by people, and then he got saved. And then you get like the main character, and it's almost just like, yeah, no, my dad's been here all the time. He helps me cook. He's mad cool. Like, this is fun.
Yeah, it's crazy, but like he gets a level of disrespect from like not just that. Like normally the main character would get disrespect from like being like an outsider, like having no parents, shit like that. But
Yeah.
his disrespect is only him working in a diner. It doesn't matter that his dad was there, none of that shit. Like once they see it, oh, you work in a diner, nigga?
Yeah, right?
Like they hear that shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's where he gets the like trials and tribulations from, which is like them. Even like when he first gets to the academy in like episode like 3, he like chokes the guy out.
He did
talking shit about him, and that showed you.
Yeah,
that showed you that like this motherfucker Soma are really different.
He really did choke that boy out.
Hoodie's in the chat, yo. I see you, bro.
What up, Hoods? How you doing? Yo, I emoji. I like that.
Yeah, bro. So
no, so yeah,
it shows you he really about that action though.
He is too. Yeah, he just put him in the choke.
I was like, yo, don't you dare talk about my family business again, or I'll beat you up.
Yo, he shut it down. I love how Aldini too is his like rival, and he's like a true rival. You know what I mean?
A true rival, yeah.
Like the other three are like Soma's
Aldini
friends.
Is basically like the same.
Yeah,
Aldini's like the Italian Soma.
For real, like literal, and he just like, I will never lose to you again, and then like, I love that kind of comedic relief when he's trying to talk to him about beating him, and someone's like doing something else, and not even paying attention. He goes, "You gotta listen to me." He's like, "We'll do this later. We'll focus on making this pancake, bro."
That shit is so funny.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I love it.
Talk about season 3, bro. Talk about Central. Like, so where are you up to in season 3? Like you told me, so Azami came in, shut you down already, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I think season 3 was the Moon Festival too, where Soma challenged the Chinese cuisine chair to I don't recall all these names, but he's a dude who made the
season 3?
Kuga.
Yeah, when he has the stall or whatever.
Yeah, he makes the peppered buns in the beginning.
Is that the beginning? Or
that's the beginning. That's the very beginning, because after he, once they finish that, they walk into Nakari's thing, and he's there. Yeah. And then they're like, "Oh, your dad's here," and someone's like, "Yo, you should eat food if you're gonna be in here, chump." Like, yo, he really gave Pops like the, I'm about to take your daughter.
My favorite part about that shit is when Soma comes in there, like he's like he's like the typical main character where, like, he can't sense things around him, bro.
Yeah,
like, he don't know that the energy in there is tense. Like, he don't know. Mm-hmm. So we come in there and he's like, "Yo, Nakari, like, can we trade some food? Like, I got these pepper buns. Like, we can trade some food. What's up?"
Yeah.
And then we don't know. Like, everyone's shook because this man Azumi here talking crazy.
For real.
Know.
And he got tight. Part, and they developed his like main character energy where he exudes that to other people, because Pops got mad tight. He's like, "Nah, like I'm like," he was gonna sit down and talk mad shit, and as soon as Soma says something to him, he had that mean face, like, "You're gonna talk to me like that?" Someone's like, "I don't care who you are." Like,
what really set him off is when Soma asked if they could share the table to eat together. Yeah, that's what got him. He was like, this peasant is trying to share a table with me?
Damn.
Nah, he was not with that.
He was not about that lifestyle.
That shit is fucking funny.
Oh man. So on the flip, to kind of wrap it up, we had all that where he takes over the academy, and then Aizen was being a dick, kicking everybody out their dorms and shit, and I was so frustrated. I was so mad. Yo, I'm
get to that true. You watch it already?
Well, so funny story.
Favorite episode.
as soon as
the entire show.
yeah, as soon as I started watching it, I'm like, this is the one Sam sent me to watch. So I already watched it. So I knew what happened.
Well, now you have the full context.
Yeah, I was so mad. I was so mad at him.
Yeah.
So
you have the full context of everything.
This is for the Twitch chatters. So actually, this is for everyone. So on a sidebar, I texted Sam while I'm watching this episode. I'm like, anger, just.
I didn't know exactly where you were at. Like, I thought I was just swooped in. Like, I didn't know you were already at Aizen Shogeki.
No, I was
That's
there,
my
bro.
Favorite episode in the entire show, man. I go back and I watch that episode like randomly. If I'm ever bored and I want to watch one episode, I go back and I watch that episode over and over because it literally is the perfect encapsulation of why I like Soma as a character.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he goes to challenge the guy in the hallway, and he's like, "Oh, your friends put you up to this," and he's like, "Nah, this is for me, bro."
Yeah,
like, that's the place where I am going to master my cooking. Like, you're not taking that away from me, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, it had nothing to do with them. They're getting saved by a byproduct of what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And like, even from that moment and then everything on, it's just amazing.
Right.
I love that shit.
He did too. He came up to him. So, and for the people who haven't seen this, Soma was just all about him. He was kind of selfish, which was he didn't care. He's like, I didn't.
Most main characters are.
He's just like, I want to fight you for your title. Like, pretty much, he's like, I want to see if I'm better than you. I don't really care if you're shutting down the dorm. I just want to put the hands on you. And
you always want to smoke.
Yeah.
And like in this show, that obviously means Shogeki. But like any other show, that means like in Yu Yu Hakusho, that means Yusuke throwing hands.
Yeah.
In Naruto, that means them throwing hands. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the smoke we're talking about. Like in this show, like it don't matter. Like he's with any group, like he'll take any challenge. He doesn't matter. He's always with smoke.
Yeah, I mean, prime example. Last episode of season 2, he said, "Hey, anyone wants to challenge your boy?
I'm with it.
I'm with it."
I'm with it.
He literally said that. Threw off the band. Was like, "Yo, we can get down right now, anytime, anywhere." He said, "Anytime, anywhere, bro." I'm like, "That's him. That's the one."
I fucking love him.
Yeah. So I was excited. I was hyped. I was super hyped. I wanted to also bring up a statement because that's your favorite episode. It is very wild to me that they took so much time to detail that episode too. Like, Aizen's face when he gets upset is far different than like other characters. It was very well detailed, and I don't know if that's just because it's getting better, or
I feel like that's because that was a staple like manga page.
Yeah.
So they wanted to like that fade. That's like a classic, like just like the Odin face in like One Piece. You know what I mean? Like, it was an iconic face. So they wanted to do it justice. So like you're right. Like that face is definitely detailed way more than anything else in the show.
Yeah, and
that shit's so good.
It was a flawlessly drawn scene. Great episode. The dialogue was amazing. It just was like, I already knew what was gonna happen, but I still watched it with the same type of excitement. I'm like, I was like, is he gonna accept it?
Before you were only watching for how cool the fight and animation and shit was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now you have like actual context to the story and why this is happening and everything.
Yeah, and how important it is.
Gives it an extra level. Yeah, like that's an important thing. If he loses his house is gone.
Yeah, everything. And he's expelled, right?
And he's expelled. Yeah, like this is like one of the most important fights in his career, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out yet, we have done a Food Wars review. If you want to go back and listen to it, what episode were we on when we did that? Was it?
I don't remember. I feel like we did the first season. No.
Yeah. Was it?
I don't know if we did season 2.
No, we did the pilot. Right? Was that in our week of pilots?
I don't remember. We did like maybe the first couple. We did season 1, like first 10 maybe, like we always do.
Yeah. Oh, so episode 19. Yep. So if you want to go check that out, that's episode 19, and me and Sam broke down. I think the first 10. You're right.
Yeah.
So on average, we do 10.
It's definitely an important episode if you really want to get into Food Wars, because we talk about how the beginning is definitely like like rough to get through.
Yeah,
we talk about that. Like, so that's one of the main points we have in that episode.
and
So
it's not really spoilers either. It's just like a fight.
Nah, yeah.
So
it's very good.
Yeah, please go check it out if you haven't checked it out already. It's amazing. Let me see what else. One Piece. I watched. Odin is a straight monster.
Go.
Straight monster.
Go.
He's goated.
Go. What can you say? He's a goat.
He might be.
He's actually goated in the show.
He might be one of the most respected characters in One Piece. Like, there's like Shanks and there's like Roger, Shanks, and then him. And they were all on the same ship.
I'm telling you.
So I just
is that boy.
He is. I just got to see the saddest thing. Tears. Big tears.
Oh, you saw the Hour of Legends, right?
Yeah.
I have to actually watch it because we all know I don't watch the One Piece anime. I read this shit a year ago.
I read this shit a year ago.
I know obviously what's happening. Go 10.
Go Den. Yo, go
he's
Den.
Really goated, bro.
Yeah.
So obviously we read that shit. I read that shit way back when. But now to see that shit animated, bro.
Yeah.
It's just honestly ridiculous.
It's crazy.
This man, I'm not going to do too much spoilers because I know niggas in the chat, i.e. hoodies, is not up to this yet.
Oh yeah, but you can't drop it, right? We can't spoil this.
I'm not going to talk too much about Chaden, but just know he's the ultimate Chad.
Yeah, ultimate Chad. Oh, Hoods,
ultimate Chad, bro.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you. And yeah, the Billy Bounce is fire. That was my first ever GIF. That was my stream start.
Already googling it. You put it in my head. Oh my god,
that's funny.
All right, so we might as well just talk about the episode then, because hoodies is gonna spoil it anyway. I know hoodies.
That's funny.
He's gonna go to Google and look it up.
Oh no!
The last episode, what we're talking about, this Hour of Legends, is when Odin and his scabbards are sentenced to death via getting boiled in a pot of hot oil. So to save his scabbards, his subordinates from dying, Odin goes into this pot of oil.
Oh, we gotta run it back.
As a board.
Wait, we gotta run it back because you didn't. So he asked Kaido. He said, "How long do we have to survive in this pot for you to let us all go?" Yeah, that's like a big thing because he didn't just be like, nah, like the hour is. You're like, this is an hour.
Yeah.
So he asked Odin, how long do I have to? I mean, not Odin. He asked Kaido, how long do I have to sit in this pot, or do we have to be in this pot and survive to get let go? And Kaido goes, yeah, an hour. And we already knew from previous joints that Odin got crazy body, he built different. AKA hold on to that chain for 3 days. Yeah. You know what I mean? Come on.
He's really built different.
So then you keep going. So
yeah, so after this is an hour, so Odin gets in the pot of hot oil. He takes the lid of the pot. He has all the scabbards stand on said lid, and he holds the lid up for an hour while he's in a pot of boiling hot oil.
Yep.
The man's goated.
No hockey either. He just was body in there.
Regular.
Just regular.
Boom. Bro, when I tell you, that's one of the craziest feats in Naruto, in One Piece ever. Ever. That's insanity, bro. And the fact that he didn't die from said oil. He got shot. That's how he got killed.
Mm-hmm.
So, the oil didn't even kill him, bro.
Yeah, I wonder what would.
I'm saying, that's crazy.
That might be a different combo for another day. Which one's more goated? Zoro taking the pain of Luffy, or Odin in the pot of oil?
Odin for sure, bro.
Yeah, right.
Odin for
but
sure.
that was a big moment with Zoro, bro. That man was.
The Zoro moment is massive, bro, and it's a crazy feat.
Yeah,
but in that pot of hot oil, not only are you in the pot of hot oil, you're holding
7. Is it 9?
9 people.
He wasn't
Nine
holding.
Scabbards, right?
No, he wasn't holding. What's his face? The bigger one, the bigger dude, the samurai he beat in the town.
Oh yeah, Ashra Doji.
Ashura Doji wasn't there, right?
I don't remember. I remember.
I don't think Ashura Doji was there.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
Whatever.
either way, he held them.
At least seven Scabbards. At least 7 out of the 9. He
That's
was holding them for an hour.
That's a lot of
7 whole bodies.
Yeah,
Like,
no question. Zoro best character, facts. Nah, I can't say that because Chopper's. That's debatable.
It was so obvious that Hoodie's favorite character would be Zoro, bro.
Yeah, he would.
Before I told Hoodies to watch the show, I knew who his favorite character would be.
Chopper
so
third.
Obvious. Hoodies values coolness, bro. And who's the coolest character in the show? Zoro.
Yeah, that's right. That's fact.
There's
Fujitoro's pretty cool though.
Yeah, there's no cooler. Yeah, you see, there's no cooler person than Zoro in the Sanji. I think there's certain Sanji moments that are cooler than something Zoro does, because Mr. Prince moments are very cool. But overall, Zoro's the coolest thing in the show.
Odin in the pot is ridiculous because he got shot in the dome piece and still died smiling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is another thing to bring up about this scene. Like,
oh yeah,
do the Kazuki like secretly have the will of D, bro? Because we've obviously seen everybody who has the will of D and who had a D name, a D initial in their name, when they pass away, they die laughing and or smiling.
facts.
So is it a thing where we know the Kazuki have a kind of connection, to the Void Century and all of this stuff via the poneglyphs? So is it a thing where they, even though they don't have the D initial, do they somewhat still have that will of D? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's weird. You don't know. We never know.
Never. We'll find out. Hopefully.
Yeah,
we finally found out how number 3 gets his powers, bro. Kaido is a G. Honestly, I hate Kaido. Like, you want to hate Kaido, but it's like at the end of the day, that boy is a real G. He's like, hey, sorry that old hag jumped in on our fight. Yeah. I murdered her. He's like, yo, sorry about it. I killed her for that. It's like
there's a lot of things that Kaido has been doing that makes me respect Kaido a lot.
Yeah,
it's stuff in the manga, but that's the first instance in the anime they show that like Kaido got some kind of like can be somewhat respectable, bro.
Yeah,
because he knows he caught the humble with the Odin fight with the old hag. Bro.
Yeah, he did too. He knew he did.
Humble, bro. That's why he was like, you know what, I ain't gonna have that.
Yeah, he's like, I can't hold this L. Like, I can't. She holding this L. Like, that's wild.
Hoodie says he was smiling before he got shot. That don't count.
I mean, he was smiling in death. That would be like saying like Rod. Like, you don't get shot in the head, and the next thing you know, you're like face smiles, right? Can't Hoodies.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not giving you that one.
Co-sign that Hoodie.
Yeah, cannot give you that one. Yeah,
like Roger was smiling before he got decapitated. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing.
Yeah, all of them know they're gonna die. Luffy smiled when he was about to die. He was like, "Hey guys, I'm dying."
Like, nah, but that's not true. You see, because there's and this is in the show where characters are finna die, but they don't smile. Like Blackbeard has an instance where like he's almost about to get killed and he doesn't smile. Like he's not, which is brings the question: is he a real D initial? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Black. Yeah. One of Blackbeard's personalities probably has the will of D. Like the other two probably don't.
I don't know, bro. Part of me wants me to believe that Blackbeard solely adopted the D initial and is only a D in name only.
That could be a thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
So One Piece is popping, and I think you need to get on My Hero real rap, because honestly, this last episode, bro, was S tier, well, goated, like Jujutsu Kaisen level animation, bro.
Do not put JJK's name in the
Yeah.
same sentence as My
Liddy,
Hero.
my
Don't
man's,
do that,
my
bro.
man's, my
Don't do
man's,
that, bro.
my man's looked so clean when he was running on the ice. It was beautiful.
Oh,
Lydia running on the
I'm gonna
ice,
be.
beautiful.
I'm a.
He kicked a man
Yeah,
so hard he
I don't
shook his brain,
care.
bro. He
I
came
don't
through
really
with
care.
the
I'm talking about this niggas.
yo. You can be mad all you want, yo. I'm not, yo. As a Yonko right now, I cannot give this one to you. My Hero is he kicked a man so hard in the head. He was like, I'm sleeping right now. He
That's
out.
fine.
Todoroki was looking soft though. Todoroki looking
Maybe
soft.
I'll watch it. I don't know, bro. I'm just so not interested in this shit. Especially because even though we talked about that thing where I didn't like, I'm
Yeah.
still not sure if I like it. Even though it makes sense now, I'm still like, this still kind of whack, bro.
It is. It
So
could be
like,
whack. I can give that to you, but
yeah.
there's
So
it doesn't take away from the goodness of it. It's still being like the quality of the animation.
okay, so if we're talking about the animation, that's different story. That's different.
Yeah.
That's different conversation.
That's what I'm talking
Like
about,
the
fam.
animation could be cool. I think about the story though. Like, am I watching a
Yeah.
show just for the animation? Like,
That's the
I have
difference
to enjoy
between.
the plot too.
That's on you though. Some people ain't like that.
This nigga whack.
Yeah, Hoods is right though. Todoroki was weak. He ain't top three.
I mean, he been not in the top 3 ever since he fell. He didn't get the license. Like, he been slacking off. You know what I'm saying? Like, he been
Yeah.
low-key slacking.
I like that they did that though. That's actually going to be in the power scaling thing conversation now. Is how like
What?
Todoroki is like in theory busted, but he keeps getting just like slept by multiple people. So it's like he's
Yeah.
not as busted. So his scaling.
Yeah.
So yeah, Todoroki. I'm telling you, I know you probably don't like it because of the plot, and I can see where that goes. But just give it like one shot, or just watch last week's episode, and then that's it.
Icy Hot's brother. That's a
Icy Hot's
Icy Hot's brother is definitely where it's at, bro.
That's
That's a
hilarious.
character. Now that's a character, bro.
That's comedy.
I'll have to watch it. Like, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'll have to keep watching, check it out. Like I said, I haven't even watched season 4, bro.
I know. It's funny because like you of all people would love the characters and like how Class B, like they don't have all these like busted over the top powers,
Yeah,
but yet they're
I
still
read-
competing.
I read this part. Like, the part where I stopped at is not happening yet. That's a Deku part, and that hasn't happened yet, right?
No, it did. Remember we talked about it where he sees the vestiges, and that's how we got on the point where I was like, hey, like that's a part of the power.
But that thing didn't happen where he gets the. I don't want to spoil it in case.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't get to that part.
Happen yet.
No,
Yeah, that's where I stopped at. Like, seeing the past motherfuckers, that doesn't matter, bro.
yeah,
That was fine because that's like the Avatar Roku in it. That's fine. Getting knowledge from them, that's fine. When you do what they do, after, that's when I'm like,
this is
so
that's funny.
I'll have to check it out, bro.
Yeah. All right, I'll give it to you.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for my recap. What's on yours?
All right, my recap is literally just Bleach, bro. I've literally only been watching Bleach, bro.
Fun guy. Yo.
Bleach is spicy, bro.
Where are you right now?
Spicy. I think I'm on like episode like 30 something. Like, the last thing I watched was the flashback episode with Renji and Rukia as kids.
Okay.
So that's right after Ichigo beats Renji. Ichigo got the classic shonen shit, classic, you know.
Yeah.
Got the flashback power up, then he beats Renji, and then Renji has a flashback with Rukia.
Okay.
Because they used to live in the same thing or whatever.
Episode 30. Damn, you're like deep. So
Yeah.
you actually met like you met like what's this, the brother already?
A bunch of the captains. Yeah, I met the brother. I met a bunch of the captains, lieutenants, all of that shit.
Yeah, you met I'm trying to think of his name. Gen. You met Gen, right?
Who?
Yes, Gen, I think his name is Ichimaru. I think that's his name.
Yeah. That Ichimaru, yeah. That's the first guy. That's the first
with the snake Yeah, he had to.
I don't even know what it is. It's just like extended mad long. Like that was
Yeah,
mad weird.
his shit gets crazy, bro. His shit's crazy. And his
That
spiritual
nigga
pressure.
he looking mad suspect. That nigga looking
Yeah,
mad sus.
he's crazy. Yo, I can't. I'm so excited for you. All right, so yeah,
Hoodies in the chat.
keep going with it.
Sammy's gonna lie for 30 minutes about Bleach being good. Hate to see it. Man,
No, hoodie, stop, yo. Bleach is in my.
Hoodies does not like Bleach. I know.
How do you not like Bleach, yo? You got crazy ass characters. Everyone's does something wild.
What he told me. He said Ichigo gets handed everything, which I don't know if that's the case.
He gets handled out of ass whoopings. He gets hands put on him a lot. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so I'm only in the beginning. So despite what Hoodies is saying in the chat, right now I'm really enjoying this shit. Like it's pretty good right now. So where I'm at is they're obviously in the Soul Society trying to save Rukia. Yeah. But even before that, like there was a little mini arc or whatever where Ichigo was training with the hat and clogs guy. And like I knew Bucket Hat nigga was suspect. I knew it. And then when they say like he was an old school like Shinigami or Soip or whatever, I'm like, it makes sense, bro. Like, cause you was OD sus from the Jumpington, you was OD sus, bro. So I've been knew that already. So that was cool. And then having them fight, having Ichigo do the things was cool or whatever. But I don't know if this is foreshadowing, if this is me. Like, because obviously I didn't watch Bleach, but I know certain things happen just from being around in the anime universe or whatever. Like, I know, like, as much as they wanna, I know Aizen's a bad guy, bro. I know he's one of the final villains. I know it, bro. And even if I didn't know it, his first introduction, he's mad sus.
Yeah, Aizen.
He's mad sus. He goes to the guy and he's like, "Do you think Rukia should die?" Like, nigga, where are you coming from with that? Like, how do you know all the information? Like, how do you know all of this stuff?
How do you know this, man?
Like, was mad sus from the beginning.
Yeah.
So Renji. So, but I know that already. So I don't know if this is something I just saw randomly.
Yeah.
Or this is just like a logical progression of thought. Like when Ichigo gets his regular superpowers after like the pit thing with the hat and clogs guy.
Yeah.
When he's like part hollow, that's gonna happen again. There's no way. There's no way it doesn't happen again. And I don't know if that's me remembering something that I've seen before or it's just me picking up on the foreshadowing. Because Ichigo looks too cool with that mask on, fighting with the sword.
Yeah, mask on.
Like it's probably gonna happen again. So like I don't know if that's me having seen that and subconsciously remembering it, or if I'm actually just picking up on the foreshadowing from seeing him with the hat, the mask and the sword or whatever.
Yeah.
So
no, it's pretty lit. I always call him Doc, the guy, the bucket hat boy.
Oh, bucket hat.
Clogs. Yeah. His name is Kisuke Uehara, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Kisuke Uehara, yeah. So he's real rap. Like that boy is real. Not gonna lie.
He's spicy, bro.
He's so spicy. We said it before. If you got a bucket hat in anime, you're spicy. Like that's it.
A bucket hat, and he has white hair, bro.
He does have white hair. He does have white hair. No, I said, oh yeah, Andy has white hair. I forgot about that.
Bro. He has three of the major things that make you saucy in anime. He got a bucket hat, he has white hair, and he's a sensei. Senseis are always saucy.
Always.
Yeah. White hair, especially. Shout out to Kakashi. White hair sensei is always sauce.
Yeah, I can't wait until you get, like, honestly, like, what season?
Your boy is coming up soon, bro. Like, because we obviously know it's inevitable when Kenpachi is gonna see Ichigo. Yeah. Because this little girl can only take him on the wild goose chase for so long, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's only a matter of time before they clash. Like, it's gonna happen.
Kenpachi is a savage.
That's your boy. Yeah. I want to see what he's about, bro. Honestly, his design is kind of mad to me. I think there's other niggas who are cooler than him. But, like, I do like that he he could sense niggas. Like he don't sense niggas based on their spirit energy.
Yeah.
If they're fighting, you sense them. I like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Renji's over there. He's like, how do you know? He's like, he's fighting.
That's it. Like, yeah, he's there.
He's fighting.
Dude, yeah. Kenpachi holds it down. Honestly, my second favorite has to be the Flower Captain. His joint is crazy.
I don't know who that is. All right.
I don't know if you met him yet, but he's later. There's two captains that have, so like everyone has a sword. Like most people have like swords, right? Like just a samurai sword, basic katana. But there's a few captains who have, even like Renji's sword is a little bit different too. So like,
no, but he has a regular katana. But then when he does the roar thing, it changes it. But a lot of them do that, right? Because even some of the vice captains, like the regular niggas, he had a sword, and then it turned into like a bow staff with chains.
Yeah,
like a lot of that shit happens.
A lot of that happens. But there's two captains who have special swords that have two swords. One's a flower captain, and the other is, I forgot the guy's name. He has white hair though, and they're the only two, and they're like friends, which is funny. But they're the only two.
White hair captain, he's gonna be saucy.
So it's funny that like they're the only two with the twin swords, and it's like, but flower captain, he has a spicy moment. It's way later. You'll like have to get to season like 15, like episode like 300. It's in like the main like final boss fight, and it's just so juicy.
Also, I don't know what her name is, but I don't know if she's a captain or a lieutenant, but she has like red hair like Ichigo, and she got a pink scarf. She's a baddie. Bro, she's a baddie.
I don't remember that.
Her ASAP. Yo, and if y'all know in the chat, if y'all know who I'm talking about, she might be a lieutenant, bro. But she has like red Ichigo type hair. She got the pink kind of scarf she wears with the black robe. Like, boy.
She doesn't have pink hair, right?
No, she doesn't have pink hair. She has red hair. She got like a pink kind of scarf type thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, she is a baddie.
Oh man. I'm trying to think who it is. Does she have tan?
Even if you can't remember, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. But just know. Look out for her.
Look out for her.
She's a fucking baddie.
That's funny.
I can't wait to meet her, bro. What's her deal?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many characters. Like, Bleach has so many characters. That's the other issue. Yeah. It's like you meet so many people, and it's like, damn, I totally forgot that this person exists. Like,
damn, Hoodie said I saw that tweet and couldn't recall either. I'm gonna show y'all on my stream later. We're gonna do some research.
Gonna find. All right, I can dig that. Yeah. I can dig that.
We're gonna find there, bro.
Yeah.
So, this shit's juicy, bro. So where I'm at is like, so Renji just got defeated by Ichigo. So now I'm gonna see. Obviously, I feel like Ichigo's gonna move towards the tower now, and someone else is gonna find them. What I assume is gonna happen is Ichigo is, before he gets to Rukia, he's gonna have to fight Kenpachi. So what I'm thinking is Kenpachi somehow gets brought with the little girl, like the little pink-haired little on her shoulder, whatever. Yeah, I think she's gonna have him somehow bring him to the tower. They're gonna end up meeting. They're gonna clash, and then he's gonna have to deal with that before he even gets to Rukia. But I also think other stuff has to happen too. Like, I feel like Chad has to get a proper fight, Chad, or at least a clash, something. Yeah, we seen the Quincy boy fight somebody already. You know what I mean? Yep. So I feel like that was fine. Chad might have to get a fight, maybe, or he might get a fight, because it's kind of a foreshadowing where like her attacks don't have no resolve, like Ichigo. Same thing Ichigo had. Like, his attacks weren't to kill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what the guy said when she fought the big guy with the little sight things. Yeah. Like, you can kill hollows with that attack, but you can't kill a soul reaper because you don't have the intent to kill a nigga. Yeah. So, yo, Bleach is real. Get over that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Bleach holds it down like that.
I'm really fucking with it. Who knows if I start falling off? Me and Hoodies have similar taste in things. Well, this could be where we differ. But like, who knows? Because I don't know if it's a thing where like Ichigo gets everything on a silver platter. I might not like that, bro.
He doesn't, but
Man.
he does get some humbles. He does get the main character humbles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's with all shows though.
Yeah.
Luffy has gotten some main character humble before.
Luffy has gotten some main character humbles.
Yeah, so that's in every main, every main character, bro.
Yer, what up, Baker?
Yer.
That's comedy. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go back and watch Bleach now because you're making me want to watch it again, and I'll watch all 115 episodes. Yeah, it's so good.
It's very good.
All right, fam. So that's next. What's you good on Bleach? You got anything else to say? You want to share with the team?
Like I said, but Ichigo kind of dick.
He did say that. That's funny.
Sam, wait, what do you mean? How am I a villain?
I feel like I would be the villain if anything.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'm a villain.
It's okay.
Yo,
Hoods is real putting the hate. He's throwing the salt real hard right now on Ichigo.
that's how he is, bro. You gotta love him for that, though. It's part of his charm. You got your friends spending hours watching Bleach. That's evil.
GG. Imagine how many people listen to our podcast and then watch Bleach because of it. Think of that. Think of how many people Sam did for that. Like,
fact, bro. Think of how many people I made watch Bleach because of me starting it, bro. Think of that.
Yeah.
Think of the 10 people.
The people in Germany who listen to us.
Yeah, facts. The nigga in Argentina who
yo, the one, yo, big shout out to the man's out, the one body in Argentina. Thank you. Like,
there's a big shout out to that man's over there. Yeah. Man's or woman, you know,
yeah.
We don't want to, you know.
Yeah, gotta keep everyone included. So yeah, big shout out to whoever is in Argentina. If you in Argentina and you listening to us, yo, much love. That's solid.
Oh shit! All right, so we on to the
main meat
of this shit, bro.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're stealing. All right, you're gonna have to lead this talk.
Oh, I'll lead the dance. I'll give the people the background story.
Yeah.
We finished the series.
I think everything. We're gonna have to see, bro. We're gonna have to chat about it because it's interesting to say because we do have similar tastes in things. So like certain things, like you already telling me that Ichigo gets everything on a silver platter. In the back of my mind, already now, I'm like, if that's true, I'm not a fan of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, if that's really valid.
Ichigo, a poor man's Yusuke.
Because I couldn't stop him.
That was so funny. Oh man, so yeah, so main meat. So the main meat consists of I was obviously rolling through Facebook, checking out some Facebook anime drama, and there was a discussion about how Naruto and Sasuke aren't properly scaled, and how Zabuza was such a feared villain, and then little Naruto got a power up and murdered him, and then like every single season there was just like, oh, this guy is like unstoppable, never been killed, and then it's like, wait a minute, these two are just literal gods. Like Sasuke's out here shooting fire out his eyes and stuff. So like they're just, it was a whole discussion based on that, and I was like, there's multiple shows that do have terrible power scaling in my opinion, like DBZ or Dragon Ball Super, but then there's shows that do power scaling very well, like One Piece, Hunter Hunter, yeah. And then even funny story, One Punch Man, like they have some like
oddly enough, the scaling and it kind of works. Yu Hakusho definitely.
Yu Hakusho, yeah.
Yu Hakusho scaling is probably one of the top ones. My top two are probably Hunter Hunter and Yu Hakusho. In terms of power scaling, they're perfect.
And that's so I was like, we should discuss this. Like, so my example or my feeling, like talking points I wanted to have is like, I feel like the way you have proper power scaling is you have a high level of variance between everyone. Like, for example, Hunter x Hunter. You can be an enhancer but your enhancement ability is different because you're in a diagram of different abilities with your nen. So like for example, we have Gon, who's the same as Uvo, but like they have far drastically different things that make them a specific character. And then you have Killua, who is very good in two different. He's an emitter, right?
I believe he's an emitter. Yeah.
So like all these people just fit in different scopes, which at the end of it, it's like, yeah, you can't get like, you could get to like God mode, but there's like a counter to your God mode sometimes.
Yeah.
And like in Dragon Ball Z, or like we'll say one Naruto, when someone has a jutsu, there's no like hard counter jutsu. Like someone shoots a fireball, and it's not like, oh, I'm a water jutsu style user. It's like, nah, this dude shoots a bomb. Like that's it. Like nothing counters the bomb. It's just like this guy has Nine Tails chakra. Like there's nothing that's a counter to Nine Tails chakra. Like he was bestowed with the most chakra in the history of Naruto's. Like, you know what I mean? Like Sasuke has the best visual jutsu. Like, and they try to like scale it with, like the Byakugan, but it's like no, they're like, it's like stop. Like these people are doing crazy shit. You're making gigantic.
It was a transmuter, bigger sense.
Yeah, transmuter. What did I say?
Okay. We said emitter.
Emitter, yeah.
I fear because he emits.
Yeah.
Lightning, I thought, but I guess he turns his aura into lightning, so I guess that is transmuting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That still makes sense. Yeah.
Hey, just check in and say hi. I'll help you draft if you're open. Oh, thank you, Max. I'll definitely get a hold of you and talk with you about that. Until MS eyes, yeah. And then it snowballs off the cliff. Yeah, but see, even then, like, when they were younger, I still felt like they didn't scale properly. Like they didn't get to the point where it was like they worked really hard. Like, they trained to gain control of their chakra. Remember that arc where they trained to control their chakra on the tree? And Sakura just like did it, and it was like, oh, she's so good at this. But then like literally after that, they were just like doing crazy off the wall shit. Like like, you know what I mean? Like they were just doing stuff that's like, oh, Naruto can make 100 shadow clones just because he has so much more chakra. It's like, that's not like, still even then, like that's not okay. Like you could have let him have like 20, but when he made a whole force, like, oh, he's so special, that's too much. Yeah, when Sasuke just randomly is like, yo, I'm gonna set up these eyes and just make the what is it, the Chidori? It's like, come on, like dudes be working dumb hard for long, and you're just gonna make this shit your newfound move. That's gotta stop.
I don't know, bro. Like I feel like in Naruto, the beginning isn't so bad, but like I think like Hoodie said in the chat, like once they get to Mangekyo Sharingan eyes, that's when it starts getting crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like it starts getting nutty at that point.
I feel it's like when they
that shit's crazy.
They fall out, like they start losing ideas on how to make like they try to make each villain stronger, and then like sometimes they just make the villain too strong too fast. You know what I mean? Like in like prime example, like you were saying in Hunter x Hunter, like we saw Hisoka from like early, but we didn't get like prime time Hisoka till like 400 episodes later. Like, you know, he was out here killing people, but he wasn't like putting in work like that. And you knew there was such a disparity between the top and the bottom, and like how much they had to work. But my example was more or less like One Piece. Like, I really wanted to bring up the Chidori point is facts, yeah. I wanted to bring up the point of like One Piece, where even though the main character powers up, people power up alongside of them. Like Luffy did like beat up Crocodile, and he was losing that fight, right? And like he lost
3 times, but Crocodile before he beat him.
Yeah, and then
I think he won in the 3rd round.
Right, and then we fast forward to Marineford. Is it not Marineford? Is it Marineford? Where the war is at?
Yeah, Marineford. Yeah. And
Crocodile comes out, and that motherfucker's still dumb strong, if not stronger. He's throwing hands with Dofi, like killing niggas like left and right, and it's like he didn't just like get beat and then become a side character like 10-10. You know what I mean? Like, or TN. You know what I mean? Like, like so. This dude, like Crocodile, still got strong. Like all these people who did lose, they were like not. They still can hold their own. Like we met Mister
Yeah.
3 later in the thing in the prison, and he still was strong. And it was like once Luffy beat them, they became a normal side character. Like
nigga said, take back the 10-10 disrespect. Shit in that show, bro.
Yeah. And I don't even mean 10-10 like that bad, but like,
bro, you know, her only thing she did in the entire show was get addicted to weapon drugs.
She did get addicted to weapon drugs. Facts.
That's the thing she did the only thing she did from the entire series was get addicted to weapon drugs, bro. Come on now.
She was gonna sew him out of her alchemy. She, yo, the. She got saved. They wrote that she wasn't gonna get ripped because Madara would have took his shit back. Like he would have been like, "Give me my weapon, take these eyes."
Like I said, he was gonna win that nigga.
Yo, even so though, I feel bad for Tenten's like sidebar. Like they could have did so much with her, man. She had so much potential.
Let's talk about this is a sidebar. Think about the character in JJK who's like a weapon specialist.
Mm-hmm.
I think her name is Maki with the glasses and the ponytail.
Maki, yeah.
Maki?
Yep.
Think about her and think about Tenten.
Who win in that fight?
Exactly the same. Huh?
Who win in that fight?
What? Maki low diff, nigga. Maki no diff, nigga. Maki smoking her, bro.
Yeah,
it's gonna be straight 10-10 pack all day for Maki.
Facts, man.
You kidding me? Like just think about their archetypes are the same. They're both like kind of demon weapon specialist, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But one is vastly different than the other, bro.
Yeah. Yo, her cursed energy, if you take chakra and cursed energy and equate them to the same, which they kind of have an underlying feeling, your body's natural energy. 10-10 was sleeping after holding a weapon in the Great Ninja War. She's like, "Oh, I'm losing all my chakra." Maki was throwing hands with multiple demons and people and multiple different style weapons. Like, yeah, their mastery might be alright, but like, I'm sorry, Maki putting her to rest.
I'm sorry. Maki put her down, bro.
Cause you gotta accept that they did 10-10 dirty. Bro. We didn't do 10-10 dirty. We didn't disrespect her. How she was written was disrespected. Take it up with the creator.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ishimoto disrespected her, bro.
Send boy a letter.
Yeah.
Yo, write him a letter.
That's a fact.
That's right.
Nah, it's not happening, bro. What? Like she's throwing 50.
Yeah. He's like, y'all.
You're correct. Nigga said,
yeah. That's funny.
Hoodies might be the funniest nigga I know on this planet, bro.
For real.
The funniest motherfucker I know, bro.
I give him props, yo. That's funny.
Y'all didn't watch the filler.
Y'all didn't. But yeah, that's my big feels on the differentiation of how things are handled, and I think like variation plays a huge role in how you can balance the power scale.
Yeah.
And like we saw with One Piece, like there's different types of fruits, and within those types of fruits there's different abilities of fruits. You know, you got smoke, or you got ace, fire, and they couldn't beat each other. Like that's what they said. They're like, we can't beat each other. Like that we're gonna be doing this all day. Yeah. And you're like, oh, that's cool. But then you get like, is it Aokiji? I don't want to mess up his name.
Who?
The Ice Boy.
Aokiji.
But then you got like Aokiji, and I always forget the Magma guy because I really just dislike him.
Fucking Sakazuki. What the fuck is Akainu?
Okay, so yeah, like even them, like power scaling, they're both off the charts in power. Both have the same style. They both have the same fruit, but one's like a hard counter to the other. And you saw that, like, yeah, they battled it out, but our boy lost. You know what I mean? So like the switch on how things move is crazy, and like then like people can make their powers more to them, and then you get like the Dofi style where it's like his power inherently is trash, but yet he's one of the strongest people. And the way they do it and they set it up, it makes it for like a very appealing and easy to understand power scaling. It's like, oh, he's strong because he practiced more. It's not like, oh, he's Goku, he got his ass whooped a couple times. Yeah, I guess he trained, but he's just going Super Saiyan 3 in this fight, and that's it.
Yeah, I think the underlying thing though, I feel like with the power scaling is that like things have to have some kind of counter. Whereas in things like Naruto and Dragon Ball, the only counter for certain things is you being stronger. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? That's the only counter. Whereas in One Piece, there's things that are inherently strong, but there's a hard proof, like concrete counter to it. For example, Logia devil fruits are super powerful, bro. Like the regular motherfuckers cannot even hit a Logia. But if you have a basic army hockey, you can punch a Logia.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that inherently negates that out now. So now it has to deal with your creativity and how you use your fruit, which is also a thing in movies that I like that use the power scaling because, for example, like Dofi said, Dofi's fruit, the string fruit, isn't inherently strong. You don't think that and think this is a powerful fruit. Like when you hear gravity fruit or you hear magma fruit, like those are inherently sound powerful.
Yeah, they
The
do
string
sound
fruit
great.
doesn't sound powerful, but the way Dofi uses it is crazy. He can control niggas via marionette. He can make a string clone of himself to have a body double. He can attach strings to clouds so he can fly. Like these are all a product of his creativity, which make him strong. And
Mhm.
there's other fruits like we talked about this before with whatchamacallit, with what's the nigga from Baroque Work, Mr. Five.
Yeah, Mister.
Bomb nigga.
Yeah.
His fruit is inherently strong. He's a bomb person. Anything he does makes a bomb. He punches you with a bomb.
Yeah, the explosion fruit.
But all he does is he shoots boogers at you. And it's a booger bomb. And that's like anybody else. Just imagine somebody more creative with that fruit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's that. I don't know.
Everyone has to get watched by 10. Some in the whole ocean. I don't know,
Bro,
cause
what are you talking about,
but
bro?
see, this is where that logic is defied, right? Because unlike other shows too, like Naruto and like Dragon Ball Z, average ass humans without fruits are just as strong,
Exactly.
or
Yeah.
in terms, or sometimes even stronger. Like Shanks,
Yeah.
like I'm sorry, 10 10 10
Oh,
10 squared.
not gonna work on Shanks, bro.
Yeah,
Shanks is literally cut her in half.
yeah, like
It wouldn't even get to that. Shanks is gonna pop his Conqueror's hockey, and Tenon is gonna collapse
yeah,
because she can't stand the pressure. Let's
or
be honest.
or Zoro. Yeah, Zoro gonna just box her.
Zoro boxing her up. Thank you, hoodies. Come on now.
Mihawk, right? Boxing
Mihawk
her.
boxing her up, bro.
And those are like, and that's what makes it so appealing, right? Because in the One Piece verse, like in any other show, like regular humans, like they do it to Rock Lee. Like Rock Lee is great, and they had Guy where they tried to make, but there was one guy Sensei and one Rock Lee. In One
Yeah.
Piece, there's Zoro, there's Sanji, there's Shanks,
Shanks,
there's
Nami.
Mihawk, Nami.
Yeah,
You know,
so many people who are just swordsmen who don't even, not even swordsmen, just like niggas who just fight.
Riley, like people,
Yeah, Rayleigh,
Roger,
Yeah, like
Rayleigh,
no fruit,
just
really out here throwing the hands.
Mhm. Luffy speed blitzing her before she pulls out the ocean. Yeah.
Please talk to this man because
Yeah.
really talking crazy. Even after he's seen Luffy do his thing, he's really out here talking crazy about 10-10 drowning Luffy. Get the fuck
Yes.
out of here, bro.
I'm sorry. I can't let that go. We can't let that one slide. Yeah.
10 drowning Luffy.
Man's like she gonna summon the ocean. Like she gonna summon the bed she about to sleep in because she gonna get slept real quick.
Fact.
Like certified Serta. Like
That's definitely why things like One Piece and like Hunter x Hunter, these shows have to make more sense because there's like constant like surefire counters and things that stop things that are overpowered.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just things like that.
And then there's like strategy involved in like, and that's what you said. Like there's strategy in how you use it. It's not just like
all that shit. Yeah.
like people they try to be creative in like these other shows, but it's really hard. Even in like things like Fire Force, the power scaling in that's really hard because it's like
Yeah,
either you're
it's
a
very top heavy.
user or you're not. Like,
It's very top
yeah,
heavy.
either you're
Like,
freezing the universe and creating a time skip, or
yeah.
you're black holing it. Like,
It's actually, but a thing where with Fire Force also, because like we say it's very top heavy, and like some of the top people have really overpowered things, like Shinra can like time skip, like go through time or whatever, 'cause he's so fast.
yeah,
His brother can like slow down time by like creating a whatever, some weird anime science heat vacuum, whatever, bullshit
yeah.
like that. Then we have Benimaru, who's just
Benny,
who just he's just
he's the best. He's the best.
yeah.
Yeah, Benny Morrow. Yo, I just watched a TikTok sidebar. It was like sounds that sound better than sex, and it was Benny Morrow doing the two fingers to the chest thing. It's like, and I was like,
I think you sent me that shit. That shit was
yeah. I'm like, yeah,
so yeah, it's weird like in Fire Force too, because and that's the thing, like power scaling is such an abstract thing that like there's no reason why some things make sense and they don't. Like with Dragon Ball and Naruto, like they don't have any strict counters, but like with Yu Yu Hakusho, there's not really a strict counter to a nigga who has stronger spirit energy than you. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? But like the power scaling in that shit completely makes sense. Nothing is outlandish.
yeah.
Nothing is out of the like. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird when it's like that.
And
It's just a weird thing.
yeah, it's like a tough. But see, like that would be. So you said Dragon Ball, and I wanted to clarify that, like for everyone who's listening, like Dragon Ball had great power scaling when it was just like
Oh,
little Goku.
Dragon Ball Z. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Z.
because like my prime example is like Yamcha. Like Yamcha was like all right in Dragon Ball and shit, and then like as soon as they went to Z, it's like Yamcha doesn't. You don't need him, and it's like
Yeah,
Krillin's the only person that leveled up. But like I remember when it was Tien. I remember when little Goku was struggling against Tien, and
facts.
then now it's just like. Tien can't blow up a planet, so like, what is he even like? Why is he even in the
Yo,
conversation? Like,
like, bro, that's the power scaling in Dragon Ball. That's what it comes down to.
yeah,
Can you blow up a planet? Yes, you're in the conversation. No, get the fuck out of here.
right? And then like people bring it up in arguments, like that's why I love these things too, like that hoodies and like Baker. Like you can actually make legitimate conversations for like how you can beat Luffy, right? Like you could be like, yeah, like 10-10 will summon some water. Be like, yeah, yo, I can see that might be a thing. But you'd be like, yo, 10-10 beat Goku, like 0%, because
0%. Yeah.
that's it. Like there's no
Like, like it's crazy. In the right circumstances, we say this crazy, but in the right circumstance, like 10-10 could beat Luffy.
yeah.
If they're fighting on a little bridge and under him is just water. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, so in circumstances, she can like use some kind of wind thing and knock Luffy off and he goes in the water. He's done. In certain circumstances, he can lose, but Goku, there's not a circumstance in
Yeah.
this world.
You can't even say like time travel. You like nothing. Because she ain't beating him at 5 years old. She ain't beating him at like
Exactly.
you know?
He's 2 years old. He's washing her, bro.
Yeah, like nothing stops this boy. Like
Goku top two all anime.
he
Let me guess. Is number one Kakashi? Let me guess. Is your
oh
number one Kakashi?
is it that'd be funny.
Let me see if I know hoodies, bro.
But yeah, right, like you just said, like that at no given point can he ever get beat unless they make someone who has a way more obscene or outlandish power scaling than him.
Exactly. Yep. It's a fact.
And like that's kind of where I think that happened with Boruto too, right? Like you get to Boruto and you're just like, what's the point of me watching this? Because like you're trying to, like we already know Naruto can do this. Like why are you trying to have his son?
That was my thing with Boruto, because like when I was watching it, I always in my mind, whenever there was a conflict happening in my mind, I'm like, why do I care about this? Because I know if they wanted to, Naruto could just come and end this conflict without a second thought.
Mm-hmm.
So why do I care about these kids fighting this evil guy when I know if it was bad enough, Naruto would come end this guy's life in half a second?
Yeah.
Same with Sasuke, bro. Like, why do I care?
right?
But the thing, the product of the power scaling, because it gets so crazy at the end of Naruto that it don't make sense. Like this has solved that problem. Why?
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Because Kurama, spoilers for Boruto, but I think Kurama gets killed. So Naruto no longer has the Nine Tails. So is that a thing? Is that why?
That would make.
Because I know for a fact that
I heard
there's still Sasuke, bro.
yeah, and lost his
So
eye.
Sasuke lost his eye. So he only has the Sharingan now, no Rinnegan? Okay, you see, that's what they did in the beginning.
Yeah, that's where they needed to stop. Like,
beginning.
Yeah. Or like,
because now it makes more sense that like now everything can just get solved by Naruto.
Yeah. So like prime example in Boruto, the reason why I stopped it was because I remember watching one episode where it was like Boruto was trying to stop this guy from stealing the Great Scrolls or something and a ninja tool, and they're like, "Don't let him get on the bullet train, or we can't catch him ever again." And the motherfucker gets on the bullet train, and they're like, "Damn, we failed the mission." And Naruto literally just blitzes this train and blows it up. And I'm like, "What was the point of sending Boruto? Like, if this man could hyper speed catch a train, like, you know what I mean? You're humans." And it just didn't. They go, "Oh man, your dad's amazing." It's like, nah, this is bullshit. Like, I'm ranting on Naruto, but it's like they made a whole episode about how don't let this guy get on a train because we will lose him forever. He gets on the train, and Naruto shows up and just catches the train and ends the shit. And it's like exactly what Sam said. Like, why did you send them in the first place?
Any conflict can get solved by this guy, bro.
Yeah.
And like we say that because he lost Kurama in his eye, that they're not overpowered. They're still crazy strong, bro.
Yeah.
I still feel like majority of conflicts could probably get solved by Naruto still.
Yeah. Or a clone.
Well, maybe. I don't know, bro. Maybe.
But like,
in Boruto boxing 1,000 ninja at a time, it's not a still OP. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
It's like how you even how's the leaf ever in danger? Like,
yeah, like you don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so it's nuts, man.
Naruto shit. I was gonna say this earlier. There's a point in Naruto like where like the power scaling literally makes no sense. So like when Obito becomes the 10-tail Jinchuriki, he becomes like the sixth sage or whatever, and he has the little like black death balls or whatever that disintegrate anything. So this motherfucker is going around like disintegrating stuff with these black balls. Randomly, Naruto comes and just kicks one into the sky, bro. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense to me how like we were saying that this little sphere can literally disintegrate anything, but Naruto with his open-toed sandals kicks this shit into outer space.
Yeah, just the little star boom.
Yeah, like that's when I'm like, bro, this shit makes no sense sometimes with this shit, bro.
And I'm with you on that. Like, yeah, Boruto might as well be a slice of life. They really do. They roll around, they eat cheeseburgers, like eat chips and stuff.
That's so funny.
Yeah. He kicked the ball that ends matter like it was served to him from
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Facts.
Bro. Like that was when I'm like, nah, okay. The power scaling in Naruto is out the window, bro, because 2 episodes ago they were talking about how this literally ends matter.
Mm-hmm.
Naruto kicked it.
Free.
With open-toed sandals, no problem.
Yeah, free kicked it.
Didn't even hurt his foot, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, nah.
That's how Dragon Ball Z, like, that's how Dragon Ball Z kind of got for me. Like, when they went Super Saiyan 1, and I was like, oh, this is great. Like, they had a power-up. I'm like, I'm so excited. And then, like, once they got to like, Super Saiyan 3, I was just done with it. I'm like, what? Like, are you just going to keep adding numbers to the end of this? Like, you didn't gain any strength. You didn't gain any, like, new techniques. I remember in Dragon Ball where you literally went and trained with a martial artist, like, to learn how to fight better. And now you're just, like, screaming for a little while longer, growing some hair, and now your power level just exceeds that of the villain you're trying to fight. Like, there was no strategy, there was no gain, there was no, like, technique. You're just like, I'm getting it. Ooh.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, Gory with the biddies. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate that, Gory.
Kakashi eye gone. He said no problem. Kakashi,
Yeah, like this is what we're talking about. Like Hoodies in the chat is putting all the examples. Like Obito turned the guy into ashes with that end matter thing.
yeah.
Like Kakashi's eye was gone because of that end matter thing, and then Naruto just kicked it, bro. Like some of this shit just doesn't make sense with the scaling in these shows sometimes, bro.
And then they try to then they like I feel like they lose an angle, and like One Piece and Hunter x Hunter hasn't done this, where they try to do like beyond physics stuff, like like Obito can just transport dimensions. Like you're like what? Like what? Like what? Like you could just move through dimensions. Like Minato, like even that he's like he could teleport. Like not. I don't. Is anywhere in One Piece can you teleport? Yeah, like can you do that?
Teleport? Well, people teleport, but it's just like them moving fast.
Yeah.
So like people use like Soru and shit, like Gear 2, Gear Second type moves where they teleport something, but it's just like they're moving really fast.
That's
There's
what.
no actual teleportation.
Like so, like for example, in Dragon Ball Z, instant transmission. Like and Naruto, he just don't get he teleports. Like he doesn't move fast. He literally goes to the thing he clicks on.
But it's a finite. The thing with Mito, I think is fine is that like it has to have these seals or the mark on you or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's a kind of a hindrance. So he can't just teleport anytime wherever he wants. Like he had to put a seal there before.
But he be putting sidebar. Imagine if Mito be getting caught cheating. It's like, why's this girl got the seal on her back? Like, I'm kidding. I promise you.
I wasn't.
She got like mad girls got seals on their arm. He just be rolling up in soup.
Mito out here,
out
here thirst.
Is your man's home? Nope. I'll be right there. Soup. Like.
Dotting, bro. Dotting.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's crazy. Minato had seals everywhere in the leaf. Yeah. Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like he had to set that up though. So like Minato couldn't be like, all right, there's some bad guy in the Hidden Rain village. Just say that, and then just go there. He couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
But he could though, right?
Unless he had been there prior. But that's just a hindrance to his ability though.
Yeah, but so yeah, back on off the sidebar. But like, you see what I'm saying though? Like they kind of like move between like getting too crazy in physics.
Yeah,
and it's just like at some point you're just like you go over the line, like Hood said with the Kamui. Is it Kamui? How do you say?
Kamui, yeah.
Kamui?
Kamui, yeah.
Yeah. It's like crazy. Like when you get to there, like you already just went past the line and that's it. Like you can't come back from that. You know, like what do you do? It's like, all right, so now you can go between dimensions. Now you erase dimensions. It's like stop.
Yeah, it gets crazy, bro. And like there's even some crazy like abstract things in One Piece also. Like there's a man literally made of light, and he can move and at the speed of light and kick at the speed of light, but like his powers don't seem like they all make sense. Like I don't know, I can't even really explain that shit, bro. Like it's so weird
because we haven't got a full delve into like how he like maybe that power does like it's not lightning, so it doesn't cause damage. So maybe he made it like into his own, and like that's the thing that we haven't got to see yet because we haven't seen. He's only been in like 2 fights, so we don't know like the extent of that. You know what I mean?
We know it's not lightning. We know it's light. It's
just
light.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, whoever has lightning is Eneru.
Yeah. But do you see what I'm saying? Like maybe it's like a Dofi thing where it's like the light fruit wasn't strong and he makes it strong.
Okay, yeah.
So like it seems busted, but like we don't know what he's doing on the underside. Right. But you know, like Enrol's his shit is crazy. Like he's got lightning, which is destructive.
It's crazy because Eneru, in my opinion, has very little creativity when it comes to his fruit. Very little. Yeah. He just shocks you with like lightning strikes. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't do anything crazy. Like his most creative thing is he makes himself the Buddha thing he does.
Yeah.
But that's just making him a bigger body. It's not really that creative. But like his fruit is so powerful that like it's still
yeah. And that's the crazy.
If he had Dofi level creativity with that shit. Just
insane. So there's that. And then like you said, like Hunter x Hunter, like these people have like hard counters to their abilities. Like
Yeah.
Hisoka even said, he's like, oh, his ability is like well versed against mine. Like I gotta like do this different. Like when he was fighting the guy who did the double take,
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
losing that fight. He's like, yo, I have to think of something quick because I'm
Yes.
gonna die. And then and like stuff like that is awesome. Or like the Zodiac family, like and you get like different grasp of how all getting soloed by CPS. Yeah. That's so
a big fan, bro. He's getting no diff by CPS, bro.
Yeah.
No diff. You kidding me?
That's too good. That's too good. So yeah, power scaling is just wild, and I think that like to move on from just like talking about instances, I think that really can make or break what you think is a good top tier anime. Like, and like you like people love Naruto, but like I want to put it in the top tier against like some other things. And then like when you get to watching like Boruto, it's like pretty much you can't watch that. It's almost unwatchable.
Yeah.
And then
That's a fact. In certain instances, like if you think about it like for a little too long, like bro, Naruto can come and just fuck this nigga up right now.
yeah.
Like it just defeats the purpose of the whole show.
So and like I've never felt that way with like One Piece. I'm like, yo, I hope Luffy shows up because he's stronger than Nami, but like they're still losing this fight.
Yeah. And that's always gonna happen because they're like, even though like Luffy's the main character, like there's a significant amount of people who are stronger than Luffy. And like Luffy becoming the Pirate King isn't synonymous with him becoming the strongest nigga on the planet, bro. I don't think he will be the strongest nigga on the planet when he's the Pirate King. He will be the Pirate King though. You know what I'm saying? Because that will mean he would have to be stronger in a one-on-one fight than Kaido, Shanks, all these niggas.
Yeah.
Which I don't think necessarily gonna happen. But that's why I think it won't really break the show, because by the end of One Piece, I don't think Luffy gonna have these kind of literally god tier
powers,
abilities. Like, and I don't mean god tier as like it's super strong. I mean literal like Naruto and Sasuke were literally gods. Like I'm not even joking.
Dude mastered Sage Mode, Nine-Tail Fox energy, and Uzumaki energy. Like just all this stuff.
Yeah, bro. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Sam, you really just spit some facts right there. I'm not gonna hold you. Like that's real though. And in the introduction of a pirate group, it just like Luffy might not be, but like one-on-one, he might lose to some people.
And the crazy part, the reason I say that is because we know
legit
the Pirate King Gold Roger, and he went to take Big Mom's poneglyph, he didn't fight Big Mom, bro. So we don't even know if he would have beat Big Mom in a 1v1 fight. But we know he's a Pirate King because he traveled the whole world. That's the point, like not being the strongest. Whereas like Naruto wanted to be the Hokage, which is the strongest nigga in the village. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
And like, so we had to be, and like by the time the show, his powers had to be so crazy because he has to be the strongest nigga in the show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's where I'm like a fan of the majority of these. Like, if you're gonna have a show, you're gonna have it be scaled properly. And like the joke that we were making too, like, and even in like One Punch Man, the goal of the show is for him to find somebody to fight, but everyone else is like aspiring just to be like a good hero. Like they're not trying to be the strongest person in the show. And like there's a cap, so like the great thing is they already established where the cap is. They didn't just like keep going. Yeah, they're like
Saitama is the cap for now until we find somebody who could fight with Saitama.
Yeah, which is so sick. Like I think Saitama and One Punch Man is like god tier anime because of the way it's like written and constructed. It's like the power scaling is meant to be skewed, but it's so skewed that you're like, this is as far as you can get. And if we find someone there, they get to fight Saitama. But up until then, nobody is there. So you don't get the like, man, how much stronger is he gonna get? Like, oh man, he got stronger again. It's like, nah, like you got stronger, but Saitama, like
that's a big fact, bro.
Yeah. To be fair, Kage don't always mean strongest. It I you know what? I would agree with that in
Oh yeah,
Boruto. I would agree with
but
that in Boruto.
I feel like in Naruto that's what he meant though.
Yeah.
Like he wanted to be the strongest. And I guess you are. That is definitely right. That doesn't mean the strongest in the village. But like, don't they frame it like that though in Naruto though?
Yes.
Like the Kage is always the strongest nigga in the village.
And
Like
that's
Gaara's the strongest. Like Raikage is the strongest. Like you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
And I think that's what they did in Naruto, but not in Boruto. Like Boruto, some of the people like the Kages are pretty like soft, and they're just good
Okay.
like diplomats. But like in
Okay.
Naruto, yeah, all the 5 Kage like Tsunade's swashing
Yeah.
everybody in the Leaf Village. I
Yeah.
forgot the person of the mist, the chick who had the molten lava breath.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She's smoking her whole village. Like the Raikage literally shook.
The Leaf is the only exception because I don't think Tsunade. I don't know if Tsunade could have beat a few niggas in the Leaf. Like Guy and Kakashi, she might lose to those niggas.
She might. Yeah.
Like she might lose to those two. But
Yo, Hoods, you're right. You're right.
you see, me and Hoodies have the same brain.
Yeah,
I don't even look at the chat. Like,
but the Leaf is
like,
the Leaf is different.
Guy and Kakashi, bro.
I don't know. It's close, man. Tsunade was OP. She was OP, bro. Like,
yeah, but like, I don't know if she being Guy and Kakashi though.
they were, yeah. Guy and Kakashi were like second gods. Her healing was OP. Yeah, like she was just busted too. But like the Raikage, like his super speed, super strength, fast, everything. Like B was technically the Kage, but he was just he's bros with the man. So like they jumping, they ain't shooting the fair one. Like so like they jumping.
That's a whole fact.
Yeah, like Gaara, easily strongest person in Sand Village. Like,
without a question.
But like once you get to Boruto, it's like Kage didn't matter. It's like, oh, you guys are all like the subpar, except for Naruto. It's like you guys are the soft predecessors of the people who was the strongest in the village.
Fact.
Raikage was broken. Yeah, all these like, and that's the issue. Like, I think my final statement on it really is like when it came down to it, it got to a point where it's like that's broken. Every single time you talked about something, it's like, oh, the Raikage can create a lightning force around his body to move faster that cuts through everything. That's broken. Like, Shorty from the Mist Village can create what is it? Oh, even the ground guy, the dude who can levitate and particle.
Oh, particle style?
Bruh. That's broken. She made
particle style was stupid, bro.
Anti-gravity
was stupid.
Style. Once again, laws of physics. I can make things heavier or lighter. Stop.
Bro. The thing where it's like, even in One Piece though, like Fujitora can do that also, but his fruit is not. It's broken, but it's still in the realms of like One Piece.
Yeah.
Whereas like some Naruto's like powers and type powers are not in the realm of Naruto anymore. They're outside of that shit.
Yeah.
Whereas like Fujitora's gravity fruit still falls within all the powers of Paramecia. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
It's not like he can't make himself gravity. Like he can't do that. Like, yeah.
Yeah. And I think if you ever land with the statement like that's broken, like, and when we break it down, like the chick with the mist, she can just heat up at like the air around her and create it so it's poisonous and melts everything. Like, that's broken. Like, stop. Like
Kages in Naruto were definitely the broken for sure.
Yeah, broken.
Definitely the strongest niggas in their village. Minus, Tsunade when she was there.
So yeah, I mean, so my final thing and my final statement is if your show is based on getting to be the absolute pinnacle of power, then your show is going to inherently drop off because you're gonna reach a plateau where it's like to best yourself, you have to be so outlandish that it makes no sense.
Yeah, it has to have a checks and balances though. I will say that because, like we said earlier, there's shows who don't necessarily have that kind of like structured like counter system, but are still good power scaling shows. Like Yu Yu Hakusho is the best example.
Yeah,
where like we said earlier, like the only way niggas can beat you is if they have a stronger spiritual energy. But like none of the shit they do with that energy is like crazy outlandish.
Yeah.
Whereas motherfuckers in Naruto, they establish one thing, but there's characters whose powers are so crazy can break those establishments. I.e., Naruto kicking the end matter sphere. The
Yeah.
sphere that ends matter so strong, it don't give a fuck. He can kick that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's where it gets
funky. Just gets bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. After they lost him out, or oh look, broken power scaling. Yu Yu Hakusho, you win if you're stronger. That's it. Yeah. It's to me, Yu Yu Hakusho is like Viking mentality. It's like, are you a better warrior? If you were, you got it. Like that's it. Like some people even just get bested on that day. They're like, yo, man, I slipped up. Like I got like, and there's no coming back. You dead. Like you just dead.
Yeah.
Like,
and like the same thing with Naruto. Like the only way you win in Naruto is if you're stronger. Same thing, but like there's things that are just too outlandish, like don't make sense.
Yeah.
Whereas everything in Yu Yu Hakusho makes sense.
Yeah, and like I said,
That's the underlying thing.
The second one, and the culprit is like I said, Dragon Ball Z. How many times did Goku die and get brought back to life? Like, stop. Like, I've never watched an anime where someone dies as much as Goku. like for real.
It's so funny, bro.
It's like, oh, main character died. Well, guess what? Plot armor, you can wish him back to life. Gotcha. Like, no, like let him get worked. Like, be like Attack on Titan. Like, let someone get murdered, bro. Like, let someone get ended.
Bro, that shit is too much. That's another whole other thing with bringing niggas back to life in fucking stories, bro. That's a whole other conversation because
whole different.
That shit's terrible.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's all I had to say. I mean, we were at the beginning. Sam was like, "How are we gonna talk about this?" And I'm like, "Bro, we got a lot."
Yeah. So I think the last thing we should say is, what do you think? Which shows do you think have the best power scaling? Are we gonna say like Hunter x Hunter, One Piece?
Oh, you want to do like a top 5?
It's too much. I would just say like just not put in any order because like that's the whole thing.
That's the whole.
Like what shows really do it the best? Because I would say Hunter x Hunter. My top 2 in my top 3 in no order. I guess I'll give it a top 3 in no order would be Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, One Piece that handle it really well.
Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, and yeah, I would have to say I would have to give Hunter x Hunter. One Piece is like my main talking point where I was like, this is just really good, and honestly, I would have to go back to like Inuyasha. Like that was a really good power scale. Like they were I
never really watched that shit. I've only seen it when I tuned on when I was half asleep.
Yeah, that was really good. Like the people got pretty decent power ups. Like the people who were strong were always strong. The people who were not strong, and like it wasn't reckless.
This man said Inuyasha was OD stupid.
Yeah. Some people didn't like it. I gotta fight that one. All right, you ain't gonna let me have that one. That's
I never watched that one, bro. So I don't know.
It was good. But yeah, I'd have to give those two the credit. Like I can't say I want to say
he's definitely got it for sure.
Yeah, I want to say like power scaling was silly. They had a wind tunnel. That's funny. Like I want to say like obviously One Punch Man is I think a perfectly done power scaling. But I can't. I don't know. There's so many like when I think about it now, like what animes would I give the best to? I think a lot of them have inherent flaws in their power scaling, but some just
most shows will have some kind of flaw in that shit.
Yeah, like but some just don't have like really crazy like I guess like Attack on Titan would be one too. Like the people who are, I would have to say that. I would have to say Attack on Titan would probably be if I was to give 3. Because yeah, like Titans are busted, but then again, like they get smashed by Levi. So like all the Titans have lost to humans.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, and all the humans get killed. So no, like once you're a Titan, doesn't mean you're there.
Yeah, I feel that.
Does Seven Deadly Skins have fair power scaling? Hell to the no. Bond the Undead? This dude be... No. No way. Like, I mean, there's one person who scaled correctly, I'll say that. And that's Escanor. Because he's either A, gonna bust your ass, or B, gonna get killed. Like, he is the polarized, like... Yeah, nah, like... Meliodas is a demon that, like, he dies and comes back to life, like, without his loving and kind heart. Like, yeah, nah. The power scaling, that's pretty jacked.
Watching that show. I stopped watching that show.
I just stopped watching Seven Deadly Sins. But yeah, I'll definitely give those three. So I'm giving Hunter x Hunter, I'm giving One Piece, and I'm gonna say Attack on Titan. Their power scaling is prime. Because you could be a Titan, and that's how they set. Like, it was actually reverse power scaling. It's like in the beginning, being a Titan was the best thing you could have, and then now it's like you're like, it's almost a hindrance. Like,
unless you're Eren, who has 4 Titans.
Yeah. But that's some Jet Li, I'm the one type shit though. He did it right. He said, I'm gonna take everybody's power.
Oh, he's like, ooh, wow, 4 Titan powers for me.
More Titan powers for me. So yeah. So you heard it here first, folks. Because I can't say Black Clover. Nope. Can't give Black Clover power scaling. Because it's got gravity magic. And time magic. And light magic. Like, and you know.
Yeah, definitely. Like, power scaling, I wouldn't say power scaling in Black Clover is really outlandish, but it's definitely like top heavy and kind of inconsistent.
Correct.
Because at any point, Asta can just win because he has magic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like at any moment, Asta can be like, ooh, I'm gonna cut this thing in half and I win. So like it's definitely, you know, kind of iffy.
Kind of iffy.
And there's motherfuckers who are like the Wizard King who have time magic, which in my opinion is some of the most broken powers ever. Whenever I make a joke about me getting power or everyone asks me what power I want, it's always either A, time magic, time powers, or B, ice powers.
Yeah, what
time powers are so busted, bro.
What did we say when we got our shot? I was like, I'm waiting for my gravity magic to come in. Like,
yeah, I'm still with my power head, bro.
I'm waiting for mine.
Hit, bro.
Time power gang, yeah. Can't talk about the gun like that.
Me and Hoodie's gonna be out here with the time powers, bro. We're gonna make a crime duo, bro. We're gonna fight. We're gonna call ourselves the Crime Stoppers.
The Crime Stoppers,
yeah. Stoppers, and we stop crime with time, nigga. Let's get
it. Yo, you gotta patent that.
Time.
Stop crime with that was yo. Oh my god. Check please.
Check please.
Check please.
Yo, that's funny.
Stoppers. That shit is bars.
That's bars. Oh,
bro.
Yeah. Bam.
I think that's it. All I gotta have to say about this shit, though.
Facts. Same here. So
it's a very convoluted topic, but it always makes for good talks because it's so convoluted and crazy that like it makes for good conversation.
It's because like you could go in so many directions, like the 10-10 thing that we did on stream, and like in this, you can like argue a point and be like, nah, like I think that power scaling is like correct, and you're like, wait a minute, like nah, like I disagree.
Yeah.
So it's good. All right, well that's all I had to say. So anyway, this is the time in the show where we drop all our juicy links and everything. So if you want to follow us on any of our social media, leave 1010 alone. If you want to follow us on any of our social media, follow us at Dosyonkos on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. If you have any business inquiries, you can get a hold of us at dosyonkos@gmail.com. If you want to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/dosyonkos. $1. So any of you guys watching right now, and you want to support the boys and support the content, $1 a month gets you a shout out on the podcast personally. You get access to our Discord. We change your name in the Discord to crewmate. And yeah, you just let us do what we do. You support the channel. Or for $5 a month, you can get access to the Discord, the shout out, but we do the Captain's Convo where we take where we take questions from the Captain's Convo section in our Discord, which is exclusive to our Captain patrons, and we answer them live on the podcast. It's once a month, just like we're doing right now, a live Twitch stream. We'll answer your questions. We'll talk to you directly. But we'll, like I said, we'll always answer questions in the chat, but your questions will come first, and we'll touch upon them, and it'll be a special episode pretty much dedicated to you guys. So that's for $5. Become a patron. Patreon.com/Dosyonkos. Also, if you are looking for any merchandise, I just died right there. If you're looking for any, I literally just died. If you're looking for any merchandise, you can go to www.activegamerfitness.com/shop to get any of your Dosyonkos hoodies, t-shirts, tank tops. We got it all. Coffee mugs. You want to drink out of a mug, drink it out of a Dosyonkos mug. And other than that, yeah, thank you for coming through. All of our episodes will be on all listening platforms and YouTube. So if you want to listen to us on YouTube, go ahead.